Every week, there is a new headline. AI is coming for construction, robots will replace construction workers, architecture is dead, engineering will be automated. And if you work anywhere at architecture, engineering, or construction, yeah, I get it. That stuff is scary to read. But here's the thing, I actually work in AI implementation at construction firm in Manhattan. I am the person rolling out these tools to team on real project every day. And what I see, it's completely a different story from what headlines tell you. I was actually just at New York Build Expo last week, the biggest construction and design expo in the city, walking around, talking to people, looking at what actually the companies are building, and I want to show you some of that. But first, let me take you back because this fear of AI, that's not new. To understand where AI fits in this AEC industry, you need to understand how this industry has evolved. Because this is not the first time people said technology will kill our jobs. Go back far enough, and every building on earth, every temple, every cathedral, every bridge was designed and built entirely by hand. Pencil on paper, drafting boards, and T-squares. An architect could spend weeks on a single set of drawings. And for the centuries, that was it. The materials evolved, stone to steel, wood to concrete, but the process and planning barely changed. An architect in 1950s was still doing fundamentally the same thing an architect did in the 1850s. Then, in the span of about 40 years, everything changed. And it changed in waves. Look at that timeline. Every single wave, CAD, 3D modeling, BIM, drones, laser scanning. People said the same thing. This will replace us. This will kill our jobs. Why would they need architects if a computer can do it? Every single time, the technology didn't eliminate roles, it evolved them. The hand draftsman became the CAD operators. The CAD operator learned BIM. The surveyor picked up a drone. The BIM coordinator became a VDC manager. Nobody disappeared. The skills just compounded. So now, here we are, 2026, and the new boogeyman is AI. But before you panic, let me show you what data actually says. You must have seen this chart from past few weeks that came from a recent labor market research report. It analyzed millions of real AI conversations and mapped them against every job category. The blue area is what AI could theoretically do. The red is what people are actually using it for right now. Look at construction. Theoretical AI coverage, about 15%. And actual observed usage, 2%. 2%, that means 98% of what construction workers do every day has zero AI involvement right now. Now look at architecture and engineering. Theoretical AI capability is up around 75%. That's huge, but the observed usage, still a tiny silver. The gap between what AI could do and what's actually happening across AEC is massive. Compare that computer and maths jobs, 94% theoretical, 33% actual, or legal, 80% theoretical. Those are the fields where AI is genuinely restructuring the work. The AEC industry, we are still in the early chapters. And this isn't just an American story. Globally, the picture is the same. A global survey of over thousands AEC professionals found that only 27% are even using AI. And of the organizations surveyed worldwide by the Royal Institute of Chartered Surveyors, 45% reported zero AI implementation. Less than 1% have it embedded across multiple processes. And here's the part that really puts it in perspective. Over half of AEC professionals globally are still using paper during the design phase. Paper in 2026. So, when someone tells you AI is about to take over the AEC industry, ask them which AEC industry they are looking at. Because the one I work in, it's still figuring out how to go paperless. But here's where it gets even more interesting. It's not just that AI isn't replacing AEC workers. The industry literally cannot find enough people. In the US alone, the construction industry needs almost 500,000 new workers by next year. That's up over 30% from what was needed just this year. Meanwhile, nearly 1 in 5 workers is over 55. They are retiring, and it takes years of apprenticeships and licensing to replace them. Globally, construction spending is heading towards 15.6 trillion US dollar. Over 30 countries now mandate BIM on major infrastructure. Europe is rolling out a new regulation requiring digital tech and AI on all public construction projects. Asia Pacific, China, India, South Korea is the fastest growing region for construction AI adoption driven by massive smart city programs. The demand for buildings, bridges, data centers, and infrastructure is exploding, and there aren't enough people to build them. That's the real crisis, not AI, it's people. And here's what a lot of people miss when they talk about AI in construction. They think it's just the chatbots, software dashboards, but the technology transforming AEC right now goes way beyond a screen. I just walked through the New York Build Expo, and let me tell you what's actually out there. Let's start with the physical stuff. Things you can actually touch on a job site. 3D printing. We are not talking about printing little models anymore. Companies are printing entire structure shells, walls, foundations, and small houses in under 48 hours. One company printed a functional home in 24 hours of print time. Bricklaying robots that work faster and more consistently than a human crew. Even exoskeletons, wearable suits that let workers lift heavier loads without breaking their backs. Construction robotics market is projected to double in the next 5 years. Drones. And I don't mean the hobby drones. Site survey drones that create 3D maps in minutes instead of days. Progress monitoring drones that fly a job site every week and compare what's built against the BIM model. Safety inspections drones that check high risk areas, tower cranes, rooftops, without sending a person up there. And then there's the digital layer that ties it all together. Digital twins, virtual replicas of physical buildings that update in real time from IoT sensors, drone scans, and site cameras. Imagine having a live digital copy of your project that tells you when something is off before you even walk the site. Generative design, where AI doesn't just assist the architect, it generates hundreds of design options based on constraints like cost, materials, sustainability, and buildability. The architect still makes the call, but now they are choosing from 100 options instead of sketching 3. Modular and prefabricated construction, where entire rooms, bathroom pods, wall panels get built in a factory with robotic precision and then assembled on site like building blocks, faster, less waste, better quality control. This is what AEC industry looks like right now. It's not one technology, it's an entire ecosystem of physical machines, digital platforms, and smart systems, all working together. None of it works without the people understand both technology and the craft. Right now, you must be having a question in your head. So if AI in all this technology isn't replacing AEC professionals, what is it actually doing? For architects, generative design doesn't replace creativity, it amplifies it. An architect can explore hundreds of structural variations in a time it used to take one to sketch, right? AI handles the constraints, budget, zoning, material costs, so the architect can focus what human can do the best: vision, aesthetic, and the experience of a space. For engineers, structural analysis that used to take weeks now takes hours. Computer visions on site cameras catch safety violation in real time. Document AI turns 200 pages specs into searchable data in a minute. None of that replaces a superintendent walking on a site at 6 a.m. in the morning. None of that replaces architect's eye for the facade design. None of that replaces an electrician pulling wire through a ceiling or the iron worker setting steel 40 stories up. What it does, it makes every single one of them better at what they already do. New roles are appearing across the entire AEC industry. Roles that didn't exist 2 years ago. AI implementation, digital construction strategists, computational designers, drone operator earning 20% salary premiums, predictive maintenance engineers, VR training specialists, BIM coordinators, VDC engineers, and list goes on and on. People who will thrive in this industry aren't the ones hiding from technology, they are the ones who are curious about it. The same way the best architect in 90s were the ones who embraced CAD. The same way the best project managers today are the ones who actually uses BIM instead of printing out 2D drawings. The pattern is the same every single time. I'll be honest, this is personal for me. If you saw my last video, you know I started in architecture. I moved into construction technology as a capture technician, walking sites with 360 camera and a hard hat. And now I work in AI implementation. Every one of those transitions scared me. Every time I thought, what if this new thing makes my old skills useless? It never did. Every skill I built along the way, understanding the spatial design from architecture, knowing how the building actually got together from the field, learning to talk to supers and project managers on the job site, all of it compounded. AI didn't erase my path, it gave me a new one to walk. I must say, AI is not the end of architecture, engineering, and construction, it's the beginning of next version. I'm planning to break down exactly which AI tools are actually being used on real projects in my next videos. The ones that work, the ones that flop, and the ones that nobody talks about. So if that sounds interesting, subscribe. I am Varnit, this is Blueprint to Algorithm, and I will see you on the next one.